Welcome to Pat and George April 2006 visit to Korea to visit their son Kevin. Kevin found us a wonderful hotel, clean as a whistle. It had very discreet entrance to the garage here so that people visiting the hotel wouldn't become obvious to their spouses. We stayed there for 4 days until we left. We quickly learned to deal in won, the Korean national currency. The streets are divided into what they sell. This was Wedding Street, a very popular street in Korea. We picked up Korean fairly quickly. This was obviously Korean for McDonald's. And a Buddhist temple. Lovely parks in Daegu, Korea. Here we see a street vendor offering fish on a stick, the national staple dish. Hiking is popular in Korea. Here you can see the mountains north of Korea up to about 1,500 meters, dotted with hermitages and Buddhist temples. Wonderful place to hike. Monks have time on their hands, lots of colorful paintings. Chinese lanterns celebrating Buddha's birthday, early May. Entrance to a Buddhist temple is gotten by passing through past 4 guardians labeled fire, wind, earth, and sea. Monks are gotten up at 2:30 in the morning by one of the 4 instruments, the drum, the gong, the cymbal, or the hollow fish. And the prayer house for the Buddhists. Use of colorful murals for teaching, much like many Christian churches. This one depicts a young boy out searching for his ox, and you can see he's got his rope, and as you walk around the building you can see the whole story played out. Very nice, very scenic. Daegu in south central Korea doesn't see many white foreigners, and this is a young high school class getting excited to be able to talk English. This is a 108 meter tall statue, 108 feet tall statue of Buddha, and the Asian honeybees decided to make a nest just under his hand out of the weather. It's a huge nest, certainly not like the Apis mellifera seen in North America. For those that can translate Korean, this says hot fresh coffee in a can. And indeed it is hot fresh coffee, certainly not something you'd find at Starbucks. This is Kevin on the 45-minute grouse grind stairway to heaven up to the Buddhist temple. Wonderful hike and wonderfully decorated with Chinese lanterns to celebrate Buddha's birthday. And we're headed where? Kevin's happy colleagues in the English teaching college. 4 of them were out for kimchi and bibimbap for supper. They ordered. And these hands represent the most easterly portion of Korea. Windy Point with lighthouse, wind generator and hands that catch the sun as it rises out of the ocean. Happy parents standing in the plaza, admiring the statues, including the Dupuytren's contracture in the hand. We poor North Americans lost some of the significance of the memorials at times. I'll research this. And finally, tired but happy, on our way to Perth. Here we are in the Changi Airport, Singapore. Production Supervisor, Donald Pugh, Peppermint Grove, Perth, Western Australia.